We're learning the Enforcement Directorate has moved the Calcutta High Court. They're challenging another court's order. Now, the other court had asked for the transferring of Partha Chatterjee to the SSKM hospital. The ED, the Enforcement Directorate, is instead seeking an urgent hearing on the matter. What they're asking for is they want Partha Chatterjee to be moved to a central government facility like the Eastern Command Hospital. My colleague, our West Bengal Bureau Chief, with us right now to bring us a lot more context on this story. Shugata, two questions for you. For our audiences, because we're starting the day with you on this story, could you give us a brief overview of this scam and the controversy around it, because it's been going on for a few years now? Then if you could very quickly tell us, when the Enforcement Directorate is saying that they want to see Partha Chatterjee in a central government facility, is it because they don't trust even the state-run hospitals? Could you explain for us, please?
Well, of course, Partha Chatterjee was arrested early morning yesterday, and that was in connection with the School Service Commission recruitment irregularities, the case which is now being probed by the Enforcement Directorate as well, vis-a-vis the CBI, which is also acting under the directions of the Calcutta High Court. The irregularities have led to the probe agencies probing for large-scale corruption in recruitment of Group C, Group D, the teachers' recruitment in classes, in higher classes 9 and 10, and also teachers' recruitment in the primary sections. So there are thousands of complaints, petitions, irregularities which have been alleged at the time when the School Service Commission had been making these recruitments back in 2018 and 2019. And when a close eye of Partha Chatterjee, Arpita Mukherjee, residence was searched yesterday by the Enforcement Directorate. A whopping sum of 21 crore rupees in cash was found from her residence. Some of them bearing envelopes of the Bengal government and the former Education Minister Partha Chatterjee's stamp on them. Obviously, the Enforcement Directorate is linking Arpita Mukherjee's money, the wealth that was recovered, not just in terms of cash, but also in terms of jewelry, foreign exchange currencies, and also incriminating evidences in terms of property documents, and also phones, cell phones, 22 cell phones which were recovered from her, which the ED claims has incriminating evidences linking her to the scam as well as to the minister. But at the same time, when the minister was arrested yesterday, he was brought to the Bengal court, which remanded him in ED custody for 2 days, but also gave an order to transfer him to the SSKM hospital, which is a state-run hospital. The Enforcement Directorate has now moved Calcutta High Court challenging that order, because obviously the ED doesn't trust the state government facilities and wants Partha Chatterjee to be treated or kept at a central government facility like the Command Hospital in Kolkata.
Shugata, thank you so much for providing us with that context. We have some more breaking news coming in related to this story. All right, and now to the Enforcement Directorate angle to this entire story. This is an exclusive on Partha Chatterjee and Arpita Mukherjee. The illegal recruitment of teachers and staff done by a 5-member committee. At least what the ED is alleging. They're saying it's been found that the committee formed with the approval of Partha Chatterjee was held to be illegal both by the High Court in Kolkata and the inquiry committee set up under Justice R.K. Bag. Now we're going to try to connect very quickly with a reporter to bring you more details. My colleague Ashish Maharishi, who covers the Enforcement Directorate, with us this afternoon to bring us more details. Ashish, thank you so much for joining us. For our audiences, can you lay out exactly what the Enforcement Directorate is alleging right now?
So, there are many things which have come to light when I spoke to my sources in the Enforcement Directorate. Details that have come out till now are that Arpita Mukherjee, who is basically a close aide of Partha Chatterjee, she was basically holding at least 4 flats. Out of that 4 flats, 3 are in one society. Interestingly, these three flats, one is basically being used only for dogs. So we have visuals where around 4 to 5 dogs have been kept by Arpita Mukherjee. Apart from that, more important details are coming out is that She also has certain non-agricultural properties which are under investigation. There are certain companies, at least 5 have been found till now, where some in her name and some are binamis, which the Enforcement Directorate is investigating. Apart from that, what has been found is that around 77 lakh rupees of currency. The total money collected till now, the total money found till now by the Enforcement Directorate is around 77 lakh rupees of jewellery, 21.90 crore rupees in cash, and then there is some foreign currency as well. Now, having said that, what is the Partha Chatterjee's role and why he has been, why he has been arrested by the Enforcement Directorate? The Enforcement Directorate said that entire process of recruitment, whether it was in the primary schools, whether it is in the giving recruitment through SSC or Group C or Group D, there was a proper hierarchy which was maintained as far as certain touts or agents that was there. So the touts used to bring people to certain people of a particular political party, and finally it used to reach to the decision makers in the West Bengal government. This is serious allegation, and ultimately, if you see, the money that has been found with Arpita Mukherjee, the packets are of West Bengal government, of the minister in charge. So apart from that, there are many documents that have been found. There are many documents related to recruitment of teachers and other staff that has been found in possession of Partha Chatterjee, though he's no longer the Minister of Education. He's the Commerce and Industry Minister. 2 phones have been found which actually are which belong to one to Partha Chatterjee and one to Arpita Mukherjee, and they were in touch with those phones. With the Enforcement Directorate is trying to find out who the phone belongs to whom, but ultimately the 2 phones through those 2 phones they were in constant touch with each other.
All right, Ashish, thank you so much for bringing us those details. For our